Hello, this is Mr. Albicidus again. So right now we are going to go over the questions on the assignment. If you already finished the assignment, that's fine. But I would suggest you going back to check to make sure you actually got the correct answers. It says Samantha recorded her math test scores. The scores are as followed: 99, 90, 94, 90, 86, 78, 85, 81, 83, and 88. So we have to answer A, B, and C. A says, what is the mean average of the data set? B, what is the median? C, what is the mode? So I have all these numbers. So we're going to do letter A first. We're going to do letter A, 99, plus 90, plus 94, plus 90, plus 86, plus 78, plus 85, plus 81, plus 83, and plus 88. Once you add up all those numbers, you divide it by how many numbers there are. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you need to add up all those answer choices, and that would give you your answer. So let me add these up right away. So again, we have 99 plus 90 plus 94 plus 90 plus 86 plus 78 plus 85 plus 81 plus 83 plus 88. So when I found the sum, hopefully you guys check my math, I got 874. So I got 874. So I'm gonna move it down. I got 874 divided by 10. When you divide that by 10, you should get 87.4. So her mean is equal to 87.4. That is her average on all of her 10 test grades. So again, I didn't add this up here. You guys need to do that on your own. It's just simple addition. Once you add it all up, you should get 874. You divide it by 10 because if you count out all these numbers, if you count all these numbers right here, you count them all up, all of them up, you get 874. And then when you count them individually, there's 10 test grades. So again, we found the mean. Okay, so now we're going to find our median. So remember, your median is the number that is in the middle of your set of data. But again, you have to put them from least to greatest. So I'm going to scan through these numbers and see that my smallest number is 78. That's out. I like to cross it out to help me remember which numbers I've used. My next smallest number is 81. Then 83. Then 86. Then 88. Then 90. And then I see another 90, so you need to put that one as well. Then I have 94. Then 99. So again, I need to put the numbers from least to greatest, which I did. Make sure there's all the numbers you have. We counted 10 up here, so there should be 10. And look at that. I forgot one right there. So I'm going to see, look at that 85 I forgot. See, that's why it's very important to order them. So we have 78, 81, 83, 85, 86, 88, 90, 90, 94, 99. So ignore this top one because I forgot a number. See, it's very important to make sure that you cross out your numbers, that you double check. See, if I would not have double checked, I would have forgotten a number. So that's my list of numbers right there. So again, let's count them to see if we have all of them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. So now we're going to find my median, which is your middle number. So the way, remember, I showed you the other day, yesterday, how to find it is that you cross out one from the left, one from the right, one from the left, one from the right, one from the left, one from the right, one from the left, one from the right. But then, hey, look it, we have 2 left in the middle. Remember, I cannot just cross them out, because if I just cross them out, if I just cross these 2 out with each other, am I going to have any numbers left? No. If you ever have 2 left in the middle, what you need to do is get those 2 numbers that you have, 86 and 88. You need to find the sum. 8 plus 6 is 14. Carrier 1. 8 plus 8 is 16. Plus 1, 17. So when I found the sum, I got 174. But that's not your answer. You need to do 174 divided by 2. Again, numerator in, denominator out. 2 goes into 1, 0 times, 2 goes into 17, 8 times, 16, 2 goes into 14, 7 times. So what is my answer? 87. So my median is 87. So now we're going to find our mode, which is the number that is most repeated. So if we look at our data points, the way I like to do it is just go one number at a time. Does 99 ever get repeated? Let's look at my whole set. Nope. So it's not getting repeated. It cannot be a mode. Let's go to my next number, 90. Does 90 get repeated anytime? Yes, right here and right there. So we'll hold on to those because remember the mode is the number that is repeated the most. So if I have another number that's repeated 3 times, we could eliminate 90 and now move on to that number that's repeated 3 times. Let's look at 94. Is it repeated? Nope. Cross it out. Is 86 repeated? Nope. Cross that out. Is 78 repeated? Nope. Cross that out. Is 85 repeated? Nope. Is 81 repeated? Nope. 83 repeated? Nope. Finally, 88. Does that repeat? No, it's by itself. Nope. So what is my mode? My mode is 90. My mode is 90. Next question. It says, let me zoom in. Right now, you can't really see the question when I upload it. So what I'm going to ask you to do is go back into your Nearpod, go to the second question, and enlarge it, because on this YouTube video, you're not going to be able to see it. You're just going to be able to see my handwriting, because even though I zoom in, you still can't see it. So even though I zoom in on my end, you cannot see it zoomed in when I'm recording. So I'm going to ask you to go back to your Nearpod and click on the second problem on the image. It says the table below shows the height of 6 of Gail's friend Manny is 70 inches, Tom is 64 inches, Jane is 64 inches, Philip is 60 inches, Sonora is 59 inches, and Billy is 58 inches. What is the median height of Gail's friends? So what is the median? Remember, median is the middle number. So our middle number, remember, it's our middle number when you list the numbers from least to greatest. So I'm going to look at the list. What's my smallest number? My smallest number is 58. My next number, my smallest number is 59. Then it's 60. Then we see 64. We see 64 twice. Then I have 70. Make sure you have the correct amount of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So remember, your median is your middle number. If I were to cross out left to right, so I'm going to cross out one from the left, one from the right, one from the left, one from right. But again, we're in the same situation as the previous problem. We have 2 in the middle. Remember, you add them. 60 plus 64. Divide that by 2. So 60 plus 64 is 124 divided by 2. Once you divide by 2, you get 62. So my median is 62. Okay, so the next question says the cafeteria manager recorded the weight of waste food in ounces for a second grade class in the list below: 3, 4, 2, 8, 10, 5, 8, 16, 13, and 11. What is the median, mean, and mode for the data set? So again, they're going to want you to find all 3 of them. So I'm going to ask you to go to the Nearpod, because I believe once I upload this YouTube video, you're not going to be able to see the problem in the video. But if you refer back to your Nearpod, you'll be able to see the question. So again, go back to the Nearpod, look at the question, enlarge it, come back to this video to see if you did it correctly. So I'm not going to solve it again because it's going to take forever. I'm just going to help you set them up. So for the first one is your mean. We're going to find mean. Mean is your average. Remember, you add them all up. So I'm going to do 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 8 plus 10 plus 5 plus 8 plus 16 plus 13 plus 11. Once you do that, you can divide it all by how many numbers there are. There are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers. So whatever you get there, when you add up all these numbers, so you can add up all these numbers, then you can divide it by 10. That is your mean. Your median is going to be, remember, you're going to list them from least to greatest. Median is the middle number. So I'm going to base it on above. So my smallest number is 2. Then I have 3. Then I have 4. Then 5. Then 8. We have 8 twice. 8. Then I have 10. 11. 13. 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, I have 10 numbers. So again, median is your middle number. So cross out one from the left, one from the right, one from the left, one from the right, one from the left, one from the right, one from the left, one from the right. So in this case, I have 2 numbers left over, like the previous time. So what you're going to do is you're going to add these two and divide by 2. 8 plus 8 divided by 2 is 16 divided by 2, which is 8. So if you notice, if you ever have the same two numbers in the middle, if they're the same and then you add them, you divide by 2, you're going to get the same answer. So the math is just to help you practice, but in reality, you don't need to do the math. So again, 8 plus 8 is 16 divided by 2 is 8, because there's two numbers. That's why we divide by 2. Then finally, our mode is the number that's most often repeated. The mode is what? Your mode is we look up here, the number that's repeating is 8. So I helped you out. Do the math and see what answer you got. The question says, which planet diameter is a median of the set of data? So I'm going to ask you to, again, go back to your Nearpod and actually look for this question, because look, I can't even see it. I'm going to have to go back to the Nearpod and look at it. So give me a second. So this one is giving you a list of planets, and they're asking you to find the median. So again, they're asking you only to do one thing, which is the median. So you're just going to list them from least to greatest. So remember, look at your place values, least to greatest, and do what I did last time. I just crossed them out from left to right. Crossed out one from the left, one from the right, one from the left, one from the right, until you get into the middle. I'm not going to do this one because I believe this one's straightforward. You just list them from least to greatest, cross them out. If there's one number left in the middle, that's your answer. If there's 2, you add them, divide by 2. It says the dot plot shows the length of 12 trailers sold at a store last month. What is the mean, median, and mode of the dot plot? So again, it's important to know how to read these graphs. This is a dot plot. So we're going to look for our mean first. So I'm going to write down here on the bottom. If we look, it pretty much already gives us the order from least to greatest. That's what's nice about a dot plot, see? Because the number line goes from least to greatest. So we're going to write down the numbers. So again, remember, we're going to write down the number 6 because there's dots on top of it. So we're not going to write it only once. We're going to write it how many dots that are on top. So how many dots are on the top of the number 6? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how many times I'm going to write the number 6. I'm going to write it 4 times. 1. Again, we're finding the mean. Write the number 6 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have nothing. If I look for the next number, number 7, do I have any dots? Nope, so I'm not going to include that one. For 8, do I have any dots? Nope, I'm not going to include that one. For number 9, do I have any dots? Yes, I have 2. So how many times am I going to write that number 9? I write it twice. 1, 2. Nothing for 10, nothing for 11, nothing for 12. How many dots are for 13? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing for 14, 15, or 16, 17. It's twice. 1, 2. So again, the mean, you're going to add up all those numbers, right? You're going to add them all up and divide by how many data points are. So I'm going to do 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 9 plus 9 plus 13 plus 13 plus 13 plus 13 plus 17 plus 17. All that divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This time it's 12. There's 12 numbers, so that's going to get your answer. So again, you need to add up on your own all these numbers, then divide by 12. That is your mean. Your median is your middle number. So I'm going to just use what I have set up already. Don't mind me. So whatever is in green is going to be my median. So I'm going to use a set of data up here. So I'm going to cross out from the left, one from the right, one 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 from the left, one from the right. Now I cannot cross out these two because if I do, there's going to be nothing. So you're going to get those two. 9 plus 13 divide by 2. That is your answer. Whatever you get there. So I get 22. So your median is 11. I didn't give you your answer for your mean, but you figure that out. Then my mode. My mode, I'm going to use the color yellow. So for my mode is the number that's repeated the most. The number that's repeated the most, let's check that out. You could either look at your list, right? Your list, or what I find easier is if you look at your graph. So go back to Nearpod because it's very small in the YouTube video because I can't zoom in. If I do, it's going to be very, very blurry. So go back to Nearpod, look at the graph. If I look at the graph, which numbers have the most dots on top? I know 6 has more than 9 and 6 has more than 17, but does 6 and 13 have the same amount of dots, or does one have more than the other? They both have the same. So in this case, it's fine that your mode is more than one number. So I'm going to zoom out. So your mode could be more than one number. We saw that there were two numbers, so your mode could be two numbers. We could said it was the number 6 and the number 13. This is only because they both had the same amount of numbers repeated. If one of those numbers had one more than the other, that would be the mode. But in this case, they both had 4 of the same number. They're both the mode. Next question. It says, what is the median in length of the Beatles she recorded? So again, remember your median is your middle number, but you had to put the order, the set of numbers in least to greatest. We have 1. So I'm looking at the table. That's where I'm getting my numbers from. 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, 12, and 17. Make sure we have the same amount of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So how we did in the previous ones, the median is your middle number. Cross them out from left to right. That one's out. That one's out. Do them in pairs. That one's out. That one's out. I cannot cross these both out because if I do, there's nothing left. Like last time, 4 plus 5 divided by 2. 9 divided by 2. That gives you 4.5. That one is straightforward. Next one. What does it mean from the dot plot? So again, it's very important to know how to read data on the dot plot. So it says the dot plot shows a number of chess games won by each of the 20 students in a competition. So the way you read it, you start at 0. How many students won 0 games? There was 3 of them. So how many zeros do I put down? I put 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. How many students won 1 game? There was 2 students. So 2 students won 1 game. Did any students win 2? There's no dots, so no. How many students won 3 games? 3. So you're going to write down 3 number 3s. So remember the dots on top tell you how many times you write that number. How many dots are on top of the number 4? 3 dots. So I write it down 4 times. No dots on 5. How many dots on 6? We have 2. How many dots on 7? 3. We write 3. How many dots on 8? 2. How many dots on 9? 1. How many dots on 10? 1. So again, I have all these numbers, right? And good thing dot plots already have you put them in least to greatest, so that's a plus. So what is the mean? We need to find the mean. So this one's probably, it's not tricky, but you need to think about it, because I know we say anytime we add 0 to any number, it doesn't change the value. But in this case, the zeros matter, because that they still depend on how many numbers do I divide by. So I'm going to add them up: 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. So all those numbers we added, which was quite a bit, you still need to divide by how many numbers were up there. So we're going to count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So in total, there was 20. And you didn't even need to count them, because in the question, it tells you 20 students. So we're going to divide all that by 20. So I'm going to have you guys add them up. So once you add up them, right, you divide it by 20. Then once you get that, you're going to do needle, and you should get your answer. So if you have any questions, comment, feel free to subscribe, because I'm going to be uploading them to help you during this time. Thank you. Have a nice day.